Good evening, everyone, in all of eastern North Carolina. I'm meteorologist Russell James. We've definitely seen some rain all throughout the afternoon hours. Several spots picked up everywhere between a half-inch to an inch of rain. Cherry Point, 1.39 inches. You were the big winners for today, and we're still tracking a few isolated showers on First Alert Live radar, even some light rain stretching right along the Highway 64 corridor, all the way from Wilson into the northern part of the viewing area, particularly from Bethel, right there along highways 33 and 13 there, and then even some heavier downpours over towards Wilson, Macclesfield, even stretching into Tarboro, and starts to taper off a little bit over into Jamesville and the Williamson area. And then zooming out, showing the bigger picture, not looking too bad. So as we time out the rest of your hour-by-hour forecast for this evening, we're going to fizzle out for tonight in terms of the showers. We'll crank up rain chances yet again going into tomorrow morning. Areas along and south of Highway 264 will see the best chance for rain, picking up 2, 3, 4 o'clock. So for your evening commute, for those of you that may already be back in school, it might be a little rainy into the day, so just be sure to grab that rain gear as you're heading out the door. Going to Tuesday morning, starting off fairly dry, can't rule out a few coastal showers, temperatures into the 70s, and we're going to crank it up close to 90 in some spots. Heavier rain once again in some of the same areas that experienced it today and even into tomorrow. Looking at rain chances ahead, 80% going into Monday, 60% south up to 64, 40% mostly for the entire DMA. Wednesday, around a 60% chance as well across the area. Temperatures going from the low 80s up into the lower 90s as we head into Thursday, Friday, and even remaining that way into next weekend. So for those of you that's been waiting for the heat and humidity to return, it will be here in full store across the region. And so while we heat up temperature-wise here in the east, tropics are beginning to heat up as well. We're watching two areas of disturbed weather. One here has a 20% chance of development over the next several days. Next names on the list, Aaron and Fernand. Looks like this particular spin up here will be slow to develop as we get closer towards the end of the week. But the better candidate that could become Aaron, honestly, within the next 12 to 24 hours, is a tropical wave over just off the west coast of Africa. And I have to mention, notice how well defined this tropical wave is. Got a little bit of thunderstorm action blowing up near the center of circulation. You got to have that persistent over warm waters and light wind shear to get a tropical system. And there are signs that it will maintain itself as it moves over the open waters of the Atlantic. Now, there is going to be a ridge of high pressure to the north, helping to steer this initially westward as we head into Wednesday and Thursday. It does become unclear as we head towards the end of the week exactly where potentially what would become Aaron will go at. Some of the forecast guidance has it moving towards the north and east, recurving near Bermuda. Other forecast guidance have it trending further west. Regardless, system is likely to become a tropical storm and or a hurricane. Impact to the United States uncertain for right now. The track matters, so you just want to keep a close eye on this over the next several days. Be sure to download the WITN First Alert weather app for the latest information and your tropical updates here across the east. At least in the short term, sitting very nice, quiet, overcast conditions in Morehead City. Temperature sitting at 77 degrees. First Alert beach weather forecast heading into Monday. High risk rip currents for the Outer Banks, low risk along the Crystal Coast. Northeast winds around 10 to 15 miles an hour, and we're going to hold on to the storm chances as we head into your Monday. 80% chance of rain in the forecast. Have the rain gear. Tuesday into Wednesday, temperatures rebound into the upper 80s. We shut off the rain chances briefly Wednesday evening. Thursday, hot and humid, highs into the low 90s. Overnight lows 60s and lower 70s.